Oh, there we go. Okay. Hello and welcome to Unexplained Possibilities Podcast. I'm your host, Melvin the Crimson Taurus, and joining me today is. I haven't done this in a while, have I? Let's retry that. Um, oh, and there's a lot of lag, but that's okay. Hello and welcome to Unexplained Possibilities Podcast. I'm your host, Melvin the Crimson Taurus, and with me today is that dealer of mystic goods, the third eyed mystic herself, and the happiest of sad girls, the ever so lovely Neima.
Hello.
I know, you get annoyed.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's. Well, day after Valentine's.
Oh, it is. This is true.
Now, I know you get annoyed when I announce all the titles.
Yeah, I have so many though.
Well, yeah, you do.
Okay. I should probably reduce that if I want
I mean,
those titles
we can do that. But I kind of hope you add
Yeah.
more. I just want to take 1 minute.
Add more.
Yeah, I just want to take like a full-on minute of
Oh
just
gosh.
calling out titles. Oh, yeah, she is the voodoo mama. Something. The voodoo mama, the dealer of mystic goods. She is Neima, the warrior. So, we were speaking a little bit, and I asked you how your Valentine's was, and you told me something I wasn't expecting, and you had to fight men off of you. Like, how the heck are you just that popular?
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what to say. I really had to make sure I was on full lockdown, couldn't leave the house. I had so many people calling me and sending me gifts, and I just said, "This is enough. I'm not interested."
This
So,
is enough, you're not interested. No, in all seriousness, guys, come on. Niama's way nicer than that. She wouldn't just, cold heartedly take someone's flowers and toss them down and laugh at their face and walk away. Would you, Niama?
oh dang! Are you relating this back to your situation? Because I got flowers, and now I'm like kind of rejecting the flowers. You're comparing me to this girl who did you wrong.
I don't know what you're talking about. But you wouldn't do that, though, right?
No, I definitely
Okay.
wouldn't. I mean, maybe. It depends if the person's an asshole, then maybe, but
Oh, okay. Wow. That's good to know. Um, oh, and I need to see something in chat because I'm not sure this is popping up the way it should be. Let me see. Everyone is well. So I just want to see something. And no, it is not doing what it is supposed to be doing. Seller. Oh,
which,
there we go. All right, now it is. Um,
okay.
Lettering should have been popping up on screen, and now it is. So, all right. Okay, so Valentine's, the day of love, so to speak. Do let's get into it. Let's just jump in. What is love, Neema?
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out
I
myself.
thought you were gonna say, "Baby, don't hurt me no more."
What is that? Oh, yeah. I know that song.
I'm surprised.
Nice one.
No, but seriously, what is love? Is it a concept created by man just to get people together so we don't feel so lonely, or is it or
Right.
is it something that we will never be able to explain, but it's just that deep connection where you bond and you can be one with the person.
Right. Like, is it attraction? Is it infatuation? Is it chemistry? Is it comfortability? Who
What
knows?
what is it? And it's so many different ways of expressing love as well. Whether it be gift giving, a hug, or just being there and listening. It's so many different ways. Like, what's a way that you express your love?
If you're referring to like the five love languages, I think I've read that book and it was for singles because I've been single forever. But I think I show my appreciation by gift giving and acts of service.
Okay. And you probably should not have said you've been single forever. Now you're definitely gonna have people calling and knocking on the door now.
Oh gosh,
So be
right.
prepared. Um,
What are yours? Do you know yours?
I am a material person, so I know I am.
Mm-hmm.
I Here, take this expensive piece of clothing or something. I'm that guy because
Mm-hmm.
I think it might be a lot of people who just struggle with emotions and feelings, and you just feel awkward and weird, and it's just like, I feel mushy. I don't like that. I like feeling solid.
Hmm.
So I much rather buy something to show my affection or appreciation and give it to you because it's something that I think that you would like, and rather than trying to hug you and find the words and stumble on them and look like an idiot. Done that before.
Hmm. Yeah.
uh,
Huh.
Actually, I'll never forget this. This girl will never pop up. Her name was Bliss, and
That's a cool
yeah,
name.
and I told her I liked her by comparing her to a pizza.
Oh, that's so cute. Did you write a
I
poem?
didn't read a poem.
Or was it like short? Oh,
I wish
okay.
it was a poem, but no, like it's like how
I love you like a fat kid loves cake. It was kind of
not
like
that
that.
bad, but it was
Oh,
essentially
okay.
like how there's so many different toppings on pizza and they come in different combinations, and it's something for everyone. Well, I'd like you to
Oh.
be my everyone. Like something like that.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, now you're like, all
All
right, it's
right.
not as bad as I thought. I'd like to eat you like a
Yeah.
slice of pizza. So,
You're my supreme pizza.
yeah. So, but yeah, that's just, oh, Sweet Pea just showed up. Um, so, you know, it's interesting too because in the world, the different cultures have different ways of expression. Some are weird, some not so weird. Um, and we were talking about this earlier. Do you know what they do in Japan, or at least what women do?
Well, since you told
Yeah,
me.
well, go ahead and tell the fine people.
Yeah, you said that they basically feed the guy that they like, and the better chocolate and the better bento box you get, the more they
Yeah,
like you,
something like
or the
that.
more
So,
into them.
um, in Japan, and those who watch anime will know, or read mangas will know that it's a reoccurring thing with the girls when they like a guy, they give bento boxes and stuff like that. And I'm over here looking at it like, what's the big deal? What's the point of this? And oh wow, why isn't this showing up on? Oh, okay, there it is. Sorry, technical mess. And one of the things they will do is if they like you or in a relationship with you, they'll give you a bento box. And the more grand the bento box, then the more they like you, but it also has the effect of trying to make other guys jealous. Like, it's a
Hmm.
weird, twisted game, but it's like, yeah, and then the chocolate. So it's different tiers of chocolate: colleague, friend, love. And if you get the good chocolate, like the gourmet stuff, oh, they like you a lot. But if you get some little off the shelf Snickers bar, eh. So, um,
What if that's all you can afford?
Oh,
Can
no,
you
no, no,
spruce
no.
up with
It
me
doesn't
for
matter. You're better off not getting any then. They will make that mess
Aw.
if they can't afford it and give it to you. Hopefully it tastes
Mm,
good, though.
right.
So
Yeah.
it's very interesting
Hmm.
with that. Where over here, it's more of a tradition for guys to give the woman flowers or chocolates or something like that. The guys are supposed to plan things out, which is and is not a good thing. So so it's
Hmm.
just interesting that over there, it's somewhat reversed. But saying that, like I told you earlier, a guy is likely to be quiet and everything, but if he likes you, he's gonna buy you something really expensive. Cars, an apartment, jewelry. Maybe not jewelry, but other
Yeah. Yeah, I like the sound of that.
so. We found out that Neima is moving to Japan now. Um, so
I just like that they don't say it too, because I have a weird time expressing myself that way and like actually saying, "Oh, I like you" or "I love you" or whatever it is.
oh
So
really?
they're kind of my
Okay.
vibe.
Neima, do you like me?
Yeah, I
Oh,
like
I
you.
thought you were gonna slip up and like, oh well, okay, well that ends that.
Yeah, I mean, like
I know what
like
you mean.
intimacy.
But yeah, so that's what
Hmm.
they do in Japan, which is really, really cool in some ways since it takes the pressure off the guy. And my cat is just like stalking. Like I hate it when she does this, driving me insane. Um, so if okay, how would you turn someone down though? Like if they give you these chocolates or oh well, I suppose it wouldn't matter for you because you're the girl. It doesn't matter. So oh my gosh, how would you handle it if they actually rejected you? You give them all this chocolate and everything and this and the bento box and they say no, not interested. What would you do?
I mean, my feelings would be really hurt, and I'm sure I'd feel like everyone else who gets denied, like shit. But I mean, there's really nothing you can do at that point. It's like, okay, he denied my request, so this is
Would
life.
you beat them up?
Here. No.
You sure? I mean, because I think you have a bit of a temper at times. You can be feisty.
Well, you can't beat the love into
Oh yeah,
someone.
you can. Oh, you ever heard of Stockholm syndrome and that? Yeah. Oh yes, you can.
Oh yeah, you can. Wow, I gotta. Okay, I'm learning something new. Maybe I'll try that
So
next time.
you probably got a whip in there somewhere. So Um, but so right now on screen, I'm showing a bento box, and you guys, it took me forever to try and figure out how to work this,
Mm,
and so this is
that looks
yeah, this is what a
good.
bento box for the most part looks like, and I particularly like the sushi over there. So if anyone wants to show their love for me or unexplained possibilities, feel free to tip us so I could get some sushi.
Is that so? This is like a quote unquote like a really good bento box, or is
Oh, I
it
think this
either
one's a
really
good
that
one.
has a lot of stuff
No,
in
I think
it?
this one
Okay,
is a good one. So
yeah, because it has a lot of options for
yeah.
sure.
All right. So you're saying if you were to get rejected, you would not beat someone up and get physical or nothing like that.
No, no. Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, the reason why I say that is because of this person here. As you can tell, this is a mugshot, and this woman, her name is Catania Jordan. Oh, Catania. So, Catania went to jail for beating up someone. Can you guess who she beat up?
Her man's.
Yep, she beat up her boyfriend. He is a
Mm-hmm.
69-year-old guy. She is how old is she? 42, I think. Yeah,
Yeah.
so she was 42 at the time of this, and this happened in October of 2020. And you know why she beat him up?
For not giving her the goods,
Yeah,
for not pleasing
pretty
her.
much. So she literally beat up the 69-year-old boyfriend because he did not want to get physical with her orally. So he didn't get physical. She got physical, and according to him, he was uh, slapped around. He got cut up and had a few bruises. And I believe it was neighbors who called the cop. No, no, no. He wanted to call the cops. She took his phone and withheld it and ran out and try and escape. So
That is just so
this
crazy.
chick is hardcore with it.
Like, yeah, like I'd be scared after that. I'm sure he's traumatized. Like now he's gonna have to go down on her and like fear for his life the whole time.
Um,
What if she doesn't? What if he doesn't perform right?
well, that that's taking us places we can't go. Um, so we're going to go to our next thing
That's
here.
wild.
So I gave you some homework to
Uh-huh.
look up some stories or whatever, and I'm totally blind to what you found and have, and I'm curious. So what do you have for us?
Okay, should I just describe the story or should I say it? Like, should I read
Well,
it?
use your own words to describe it.
Okay, so basically, this girl goes to Amsterdam and falls in love with a bum. So she sees this bum on the thing on the street. They strike up a conversation, and I guess he's been homeless for a few years. He's from Canada, went on a trip and just basically became homeless because, you know, no job, no nothing. Gets stuck there. She meets him. They strike up a conversation. They really enjoy each other's company. He decides, okay, if I really want this to work with this girl, I got to clean up my act. So they end up getting married. They're married for 3 years now. And he got his like little degree on mechanical engineering, and they're married with
Oh
kids.
wow,
And I thought that was the sweetest
that's awesome.
thing.
That's a good one. You are girly. I didn't
Yeah,
realize how girly you were. Um,
it was so
but that's really
sweet.
cool. So that's a good one.
Hmm.
Um, one of the things when it comes to love is, of course, we have to first be attracted to the person. Um, don't do this to me now,
No, it's
sweetie.
your cat.
Oh my gosh. No, I'm live. So, yeah, physical attraction is it's huge. You have to be attracted to someone to start things off. But of course, it's different between men and women. Guys fall in love with their eyes, women their ears, or so they say. Meaning, a butt ugly dude can say the right thing, and you can score a supermodel. So,
Hmm.
but it's a bit harder for a not so attractive woman to get a guy. Not always easy,
Unfortunately,
unless they're a
yeah,
horn dog guy and they just don't care. But it is what it is.
which a lot of men don't care.
So I guess in the end, it balances out. But
Right.
yeah, but beauty, it's just really something that we all have. We all are attracted to something. You know, it's just one of those
Hmm.
things. I like a girl with a nice butt. Can't help it. I like it. So,
Did you say red hair too? You
oh
like
yeah, I have a
redheads with
thing
a
for
big butt? Is that
redheads.
the thing?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm surprised
Okay.
you remembered that. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, essentially, I'm looking for Ariel just without the fish half.
Right.
Um, but or rather, I'll say it like this: in the Western world, or not even just the Western world, most of the world, you know, it seems that women are the ones who get dolled up and do the attracting. And the worst part is, it's not really even for attracting a guy. It's just to compete with each other, which I think is freaking hilarious. And I have an eyelash deciding
Mm-hmm.
to poke me, but
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, it's so weird that you guys or you ladies compete amongst each other, and it's just odd to me. And you'll look really, really good and dolled up and all that fun stuff. And guys, for the most part, just don't look like a bum, and that's it. Whereas in nature, in the natural world, it's usually the males who are bright in color and what was that? Did you hear that?
That's my
Oh,
dog.
okay. It's usually the males who are bright in color and doing the dances and all that stuff to try to attract the female. But when it comes to humans, it's almost the reverse, except for one tribe in Africa, and that is a name I'm about to butcher. The what? I, Wodabi?
What?
Uh,
Okay, yeah.
or yeah, I'll just say the Wodabi people. And these folks are really interesting. So I'm getting ready to go to it right now so you can see them. And there we go. So it's the guys who dress up and, put on makeup and have these features that stand out. And the reason they do this is because of this male beauty pageant that happens. And women are the ones that judge.
Okay, I don't know why it's just went back to the.
Yeah, I
Okay,
was
there we
just
go.
switching
Yeah,
images.
for a second. Oh, okay, go on.
So,
Sorry.
yeah, it's the women who decide. So, I was telling Neima before we started, this is closer to the natural order of things than what we adopted as a whole as humans in the world, because it's the guy who's supposed to attract the female. The female isn't supposed to attract the guy. It's like, yeah, I don't have to do anything. I have what you want, and you attract me. So it's very interesting.
Hmm.
So before we talk more about the tribe, why do you think it is like, where did this role reversal happen to where it's the women who are supposed to attract the guys?
Mm. I mean, because of our rights. Like, I don't think women had a lot of rights. So, and I don't know what happened necessarily before that decided that, but um, just the whole dynamic
Yeah,
of men are the providers and women are the
yeah.
caretakers.
Oh, what was it? Angie, she'll say it, but what was it, like the hunter and the gatherer, something like that? The hunter and the caretaker,
Yeah.
something like that, from the caveman days.
Hmm.
So it's just
Right.
so interesting to me. I mean, could you imagine me wearing makeup and stuff? I would. I mean, no guy can. I just can't. Like, what? So it's, oh, hi, sweet pea. Oh, bye, sweet pea. Um, it's just so different.
Yeah, I guess it is makeup. Like, it doesn't, when you first look at it, it doesn't look like makeup because you associate makeup with looking, but yeah, it is face
Yeah,
paint. So
face
yeah, it
paint.
makes
Yeah.
sense. Hmm.
So let me tell you a bit about this. So the the women judge, and they choose a lover. So basically, the guys they choose to win the pageant, they become lovers. And it doesn't matter if that woman is married or has someone, or if the guy she picks is married and has someone. They become lovers. It doesn't matter if you have a partner or anything. And if you win this pageant, it's an honor. Like, it's huge. You're pretty much the man. And to stand out or just be more attractive, the guys, they wear ostrich plumes, so that emphasizes their height. Black eyeliner, oh, excuse me, black eyeliner, and as you saw in some of the pictures, their eyes were super wide, and that's intentional. And
Mm-hmm.
the black eyeliner brings out their eyes more, and they prefer to have symmetrical faces. So, you know, very well, equal, so to speak.
Right.
And if it's asymmetrical, then that might be an issue. The other thing is they're
Hmm.
all very athletic. They, they can run. They could probably run 10 miles nonstop. So that's another feature that they like. And their nose has to be a certain way as well. So you see that white line or those lines going down their nose. It's to make it look a certain way to become to be more
Wow.
attractive. They have long braids, and that shows off wealth and fertility. So,
Hmm.
if you want some kids, find the guy with the longest braid, and there you go. And and
Right. I wonder how that's determined.
and they show their teeth, make sure it's as white as possible, and they use the black lipstick to enhance the whiteness and the look of it, which is very interesting. Now,
Hmm.
this is where I'm assuming a lot, well, if they're like me, they would fail because they have to be good dancers, meaning that there's a beat that they dance to and they wear those necklaces, and the necklaces have to jingle or whatever with the beat. And if they don't, it's like, no, you're
Wow.
not worthy.
Nice.
So it's a lot to it. It's very very interesting. But again, if you win, it's a high honor, and you're the man.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, just like the girl pageants out here.
yeah, but the beauty pageants in the Western world, or I say the Western world, the beauty pageants in we'll say the U.S. and other places, they're just so, I don't
Hmm.
know, I don't like them. I think they're,
Hmm.
I don't know, I just don't like them. I don't get it. Let's just put it that way. I don't
Yeah.
I don't get it. I know Benny. He used to watch them. He might still watch them. I just mm, a lot of those girls.
I don't know too much about it either. I know some of like I've met girls that have done it, but I don't really know too much about it.
Yeah,
So.
I just see women that seem to be molded into a Stepford wife, essentially, and
Hmm. Hmm.
I. I, I don't know. I just think it's a joke. I think it's somewhat exploitive, and you know,
Demeaning or
yeah, and it's
something.
almost saying this is what beauty looks like. You should want this. And in a strange way,
Right.
it's some type of subliminal messaging. And I
Huh.
don't agree with it. But now, yeah, there's like an agenda there, two agendas actually. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right.
It's not for me. I don't like it. Give me
That
just
makes
give me
sense.
some foul mouth redhead with a nice butt. I'm good to go. So, I
Right.
don't need to hear, I want world peace. Really? Okay, why do you want world peace? Because everyone will be happy.
No idea.
Like,
Yeah.
really? No, what do you really want? Just be honest. Just tell me, what do you really want? I want a Mustang convertible and $1 million. All right. you know?
Right.
So,
Yeah.
I could.
Now we can talk.
But yeah, so
Yeah.
I don't get it, but that's what happens, and everyone sees beauty differently. What do you find beautiful?
Kind of on the same circumstance of what you're trying to explain. It's just a realness, like authenticity and individuality. I find that beautiful.
So no, that makes sense. Plus, you're an artist as well, so you probably see well beyond anything I can.
Right. The fake AIDS. Yeah. Yeah. I just like, yeah, that's what I like. I find that beautiful.
So, don't be surprised now if you get more knocks and I'm exactly what you want. I am an individual. I am an artist. I am real. I'm the realest mofo here. So, uh, but that tribe though, it kind of. Could you imagine if the world was like that, where the women judged the men on beauty and the men had to compete? I mean, we kind of do, but not.
That'd be pretty interesting.
I would be scared because I don't think I would ever win. Like, I would not put in the time or the effort. It's just like, are you kidding me? Like, oh my God, it's not worth.
Yeah.
Just like growing up, I don't know how true this was, but growing up, they said there's some tribes in Africa where in order to be a man, you have to kill a lion. And I'm just thinking to myself, I guess I'm a boy for
No.
life, man. My balls will never drop. So that's just not going to happen. Uh, but it's kind of the same thing. If to get a lover, you had to compete and do this pageant and have everything a specific way and look your best and stand out, oh boy, I'd be in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, one of those things.
Yeah.
So, but you know what? Let's move on from Africa to freaking China. And have you ever heard of Sisters Meals Festival?
No.
So this is supposed to be the oldest Valentine-like day, but it's a festival, and it's a 3 day festival, and it's held in the what is that? Guizhou region of China, and the sister rice, and that's actually the name of the rice. It's called sister rice. It's dyed blue, pink, yellow, and white. And the reason for this is because it represents the different seasons. Now, before we go into the festival itself, here's a bit of the background story on how it came to be. So, legend says that it was two sisters, and yes, there is some incest involved in this, but it was two sisters, and they both had kids, a boy and a girl. The boy and girl grew up, they were cousins, and they grew up to be best friends. They fell in love with one another. The sisters already had other people planned out for them to marry. Um, in fact, the the mother of the girl, the daughter, I guess you could say, she wanted her daughter to marry her uncle's son. Again, there's a little incest, my sister's my mother type of thing. So but she didn't want to do that because she wanted to marry her cousin. She was in love with him, and she kept saying no to
Okay.
marrying her uncle's son, which I guess her other cousin. What the heck?
Right.
And
Yeah. The wrong cousin.
yeah, I want Jethro, not Heathcliff. So
Right.
so what happened was the boy and the girl, they would sneak and see one another, and when she would sneak off to see him, she would bring with her steamed rice, a bamboo basket with needle and thread. And eventually the families found out, but they were so moved by their devotion to one another to sneak and see each other that they said, "All right, you guys can go and get married." See this cat hand. They said, "You guys can go and get married," and um, after that, that's when the Sister Rice Festival it started to celebrate that. Now, the
Hmm.
festival itself is interesting because there is. Oh, you know what? I should probably show. Well, not you. Not you either. God darn it. Sorry, guys. I'm still trying to get used to this. Here we go. There we go. That's what I wanted. So there's the rice, and with the different colors in it. Now, yeah, the women and men, they all dress up in very interesting outfits. They stand out, they look nice and fun, they dance around, and the single men and the single women, they actually come together. Like, you choose the person and you sing and dance with them and mingle. It's very interesting, and you try to build that love connection. Now, however, this is where we get a little bit of a does she, doesn't she, does he, doesn't he. After the celebration, women give men steamed rice with little gifts in it. And not all the gifts are good. So, Neima, what do you think one chopstick means if you get that in some rice?
That's bad news.
For the most part, not too bad, but it is. I politely am
Okay.
turning you down. Yeah,
Decline.
so it's like, I'm sorry, we should be friends.
Aw.
Well, at least you're still
Aw.
friends. At least that's what they say. That's what they say.
Friend
Yeah.
zone.
Um. Okay, a pine needle. What do you think that means?
Um, I want to say, I don't know. Like, let's think about it.
Yes, actually. It's undecided. Um, the
Okay.
pine needle means that they are undecided, but the guy should give needles and yarn back to the woman and, kind of help with her decision. So yeah, it's undecided. So yeah, you're not too off. You're not wrong.
Okay.
Um, okay, two chopsticks. What do you think that means?
Let's go on a date.
Yes.
Let's use these chopsticks.
Yeah, so let's use the okay. um but yeah, that basically means I like you.
Okay.
Um, okay, so now what do you think tune sprouts mean? I had no idea what those were. I had to look them up. But yeah, tune sprouts.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is. Let's watch our love grow.
Essentially, yeah, she wants to get married. Like she wants to marry you. So yeah, again, wow, you're actually really accurate right now. This is surprising. Okay, so what do you think cotton is?
um, I don't know. Like, yeah, let's start a future together. I don't know.
Again, you're not off. It means she wants to get married
Mhm.
right now. Like, let's just go elope.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
gosh, okay. And pepper and garlic.
I'm going to cook for you.
No,
Just
no,
kidding.
this is the one you got wrong. Okay,
Okay.
pepper and garlic is a harsh rejection to the point I don't ever want to speak with you again.
Damn.
So yeah, pepper and garlic is really bad. And give me 1 second. I'm getting something here. All right. I have to give this to you,
Yeah.
Neima. So one chopstick. Sorry.
Aw.
But we're still friends, so that's a plus, right?
Yeah.
Now there was also something else. If you receive a live duck,
That's gotta be like the one of the best compliments, right?
no, it just means that you should give her a piglet so you can eat together next year.
Next year?
Yeah.
Aw, that sucks.
So it's like, what the heck? You just want a free meal.
Better luck next time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's what's going on there. Which, I mean, it's okay. It's just kind of weird, but I mean, it's not weird. It's just different. It's just different.
Yeah.
So, but coming back to what we're more familiar with, like we won't give someone chopsticks, but we do give flowers or roses in particular. And Valentine's Day is, of course, the main day. That anniversaries, we give flowers or whatever. And do you know one of the stories on how Valentine's Day came to be?
No, I'm very unschooled on
So
this.
I don't know how true this is, and I don't know. I really don't know how true this is. But in Rome, Emperor Claudius II. Sorry, I have the belch and it got caught in my throat. That's terrible. Anyway, Emperor Claudius
Okay.
II, he said that men fight better as soldiers when they're single. So he outlawed marriage. And when he did that, a lot of young men were like, well, huh. So I have to fight and I have nothing to come back home to. So it's like, what the heck? Um,
Hmm.
there was a priest, a young priest named Valentine, who was very much against the outlawing of marriage, and he would perform secret ceremonies, and he would marry people under the eyes of God, and in the name of love, he would marry you.
Hmm.
And when that happened, you know, a lot of guys were happier. A lot of women got pregnant. Emperor Claudius had no idea why. He's like, what is this? What's going on? And eventually, Valentine was found out and they executed him.
Wow, how
Yeah,
sad.
but 200 years, well, actually, a little under 200 years later, um, the Pope at the time, whose name escapes me, he declared Valentine a saint, and because of him standing up for love and performing under the eyes of God and all that good stuff. So they sanctified him, and they gave him a day which is supposed to represent love,
Hmm.
Valentine's Day. However, if we're going to be more realistic and modern, it's really Hallmark Company that came up with stuff so they could sell cards. But you know, you
Right.
know. Um,
Yeah.
Now the giving of roses, it's a lot of tales about that one. But my personal favorite actually involves Aphrodite and Adonis. Are you familiar with Adonis?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so Adonis was a really, really good looking man. Um, he was perfect in every way, um, and just extremely attractive. So much so that Aphrodite, the goddess of love, my patron goddess, fell in love with him. And for once, it was real love. It wasn't her just wanting to fling or to cause a little trouble. And this was huge because Aphrodite, for the most part, didn't love anyone but herself. She always said, I'm the most beautiful, and this and that. And her vanity was cast aside for Adonis. So it was actual love. Well, Aphrodite's lover, her, even though she was married to Hephaestus, she cheated on him a lot. Her lover, Ares, the god of war, didn't like that some human was messing around with his married woman. And he decided he was going to kill him. And he turned into a boar while Adonis was hunting. And yeah, he killed him. He killed Adonis.
Hmm.
And Aphrodite, she heard Adonis's cries of pain, and she tried to rush down to save him, but unfortunately, she was too late. And along the way, she actually pricked herself on a white rose, and that rose became red, and red roses were born from her blood. And
Hmm.
the roses people would give as a sign of love, like, because it's imbued with the goddess of love and beauty. Her own life force is in there. So this is how much I love you. So please take it, even though it's a tragedy of a story.
Aw.
But
Yeah.
so, and that's part of the reason why we give roses on Valentine's, red roses. Um, it's
Wow. That's really
Yeah.
sweet.
So one of those things. Unfortunately, though, it's it's a sad tale. It's a tragedy.
Right.
But I thought it was
Yeah.
kind of cool. So, and share it with you guys.
Hmm.
All right. Do you have any other stories that you looked up?
Let me see. I think I read another two that were more kind of stalkerish, and one was actually pretty
Yeah.
funny. Um, this guy saw a girl and automatically fell in love with her. Just saw her passing her by in the store. Ended up basically stalking her for the next 5 years. And worked on his, I guess he had a stutter. So he spent like a year working on his speech impediment so he could finally confess his love to her. And all the meanwhile, he just sees her once a year, like sees her in a store, sees her around, but never approaches her. So when he finally makes the move 5 years later, he sees her with her sister and he says, I've been following you, like I've been in love with you for the past 5 years. Um, just confesses his undying love for her. And her sister is like, so you're telling me you've watched her for 5 years and you didn't realize she's deaf and dumb?
Oh no!
And that's where the story ends. And I'm like, damn,
Wow,
sucks. Yeah.
that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah. I mean, it,
that is.
right.
Oh wow, that's heartbreaking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have one here. This one is
Okay.
hmm, this I actually have a couple of them, but oh god darn it, I did it again. Stop hitting that button, Melvin. Turn this off and hit this one. All right. So the people who have now just popped up on screen, that is, who are you? Linda Riss and Burton P- I can't say his name. Puga. Close enough. We'll just call him Burton. So they're a nice looking couple, classy. Um, so Linda, they actually somewhat compared her to a Elizabeth Taylor lookalike, and Elizabeth Taylor was just freaking gorgeous when she was young. I don't know if you've ever seen old pictures of her, but my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
And So Linda met Burton when she was 22, and he was much older, but they fell in love. And they were together for about 3 years or so. And, this being a tale from Melvin, something odd happened. Well, after 3 years, Linda found out that Burton had a wife and a kid. And she called things off. She was like, nope, I'm done with you. It's over. And Burton,
Mhm.
he wasn't having it and said, no, it's not over. I love you. We're supposed to be together, this and that. And she said, nope, I'm done. I'm leaving you. Leave me alone. And so Burton, he told her, like, if I can't have you, no one is going to have you. And he warned her. So a few years later, Linda is engaged to be married. Burton finds out and he hires three hitmen to throw lye in Linda's face, basically acid. And unfortunately, it hit her, and she became blind in one eye and permanently scarred. Uh, Burton went to jail. They didn't get married. She didn't get married. He stopped the marriage, and Burton went to jail for 14 years. And when he got out, he saw Linda again, and he proposed to her on the spot, and she said yes. And well, they lived happily ever after until she passed away in 2013. Like, they got married in 1978.
That's,
She passed away in 2013.
wow, what a dark love
Yeah,
story.
so the reason she said that she decided to marry him was because that was the best revenge. So evidently she nagged him every single day. But yeah, what the heck?
The best revenge was actually marrying him and like being the worst
I
wife, or
guess
what?
so. I guess. I don't know. That's
Huh.
what she said. This was
Yeah.
the best revenge.
Wow. Yeah, if you're like slowly poisoning him. Just kidding.
No, you're not.
Dang.
so
Right. Like I just
so yeah, I don't think I can I don't think I would be able to do that.
do what? Like
Marry
actually,
someone who put permanent scars on me physically and mentally and blinded me. I don't think I could marry you. I
right.
probably would kill you.
Yeah.
So, that's it's pretty nuts that happened. Um and I mean, the fact is though, they remained married. Like, love is
That's
weird, man.
wild.
Like, that is so weird. Uh, okay, so
Hmm.
let me go to this next story and get the image up here. So, this is another dark love story. So, the person on the left, her name is Johanna, and the people on the right, that is Victor and Edith. So Johanna is, well. Let me just get to it. Let me do it like this. So
They look really similar.
they what?
The girls look similar.
Oh, I'm happy you said that. So um, oh wow, why did I write this like a too crazy to believe? All right, well I guess I'll do it like that. Edith Cassis and Victor Singalan, well, I butchered that. That's how my two crazy beliefs start. Singalani are in love and married. They've been married since 2013. However, Victor is currently in jail and won't be out for another 5 years. Can you guess why?
Oh God. What did he do?
Victor was convicted of murdering Edith's twin sister, who, that's why they look similar, Johanna. So let me repeat that. He's in jail for murdering Edith's twin sister, Johanna, and Victor is
Wow.
married to Edith.
That's
Oh no, it gets
wild.
even crazier. He was dating Johanna before Edith.
Oh my gosh. How could you how could you date this crazy man?
I, well, um, it gets nuttier. Oh, sorry, I was typing something in the chat real quick, and my
Yeah.
multitasking abilities is non-existent. Okay, so um, let's see. Yeah, so Victor, like I said, he's currently in jail and he won't be out for another 5 years. He was sentenced to 13 years in jail, and he went into prison in 2013. So, um, not Johanna, Edith, because they're twin sisters. Edith believed that Victor is innocent. He didn't do it, and the family has disowned Edith. They straight up said both our daughters are dead to us. Um, Mind you, he was convicted. He never said he was guilty. So there's a difference between saying I'm guilty and being convicted. So he could actually be innocent, but it is
Mhm.
what it is. Um, where was I going with this? Oh yeah, so Edith says he's completely innocent. He wouldn't hurt a fly, and this and that. The family disagrees, and this is
Mhm.
where my sick, twisted mind comes in. What if Johanna wasn't murdered, and they actually killed Edith, and she took on the identity of Edith? Johanna took on Edith's identity.
Right.
Like some weird,
Yeah, that would make more sense,
for
right?
whatever reason. I don't know why, but Johanna was, funnily enough, in beauty pageants.
Oh
And yeah,
wow.
so it's just so weird what happened here with this dynamic. So I don't know, but yeah, he married the twin sister of the person he was dating before, who he allegedly killed. And they're happily in love, and he gets out of jail in 6 more years. Or 5 more years, excuse me.
Jeez. Oh,
Yeah. I don't know what to say about that. That's just nuts, isn't it?
right. Yeah.
All right. So, tell us that final story you have.
Um, I mean, I can look for another one. I don't think I
Oh
have one
no.
more.
Okay, that's fine. Don't worry. I got us covered.
Yeah.
All right. So now we're gonna go to something that I have been waiting for. I teased it on the hit the wrong button again. I teased it on the little social media stuff about cannibals, and now here we are. So, can you figure out what happened here, Neima, just from the picture alone?
Give me a second. It'll take a while to change.
Okay.
It's running a delay. What? Oh no. I don't know. Is this it? So this is the picture of the guy, and then I'm guessing this is him
Yeah, that's
older.
some older with kids. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
And yeah, I don't
all right.
know.
So that guy, his name is Carl Emil Peterson, and the
Hmm.
woman is Princess Singdu. There we go. And this was a weird match made in heaven. This is like fated, kinda. So Carl, he was a sailor. He was a Swedish sailor, and he was on a trip when he became shipwrecked on an island in the New Ireland province. So this is where it kind of sucks for Carl. The island was home to cannibals. And
Great.
yes, and they found him. And well, they probably had a taste for the other white meat. Now, lucky for Carl, they didn't immediately pounce and bite into him or nothing like that. It wasn't anything out of a zombie movie.
Uh-huh.
But
Okay.
what happened was they took him to the local king, King Lamy, who who most likely was going to say whether he lives or dies, and probably going to say he dies and we feast tonight on the good stuff. But Cupid was evidently watching out for him, and he shot an arrow at Princess Singdu because it was love at first sight. She begged, pleaded her father to spare Carl, and he did. And they dated somehow, and they got married. They fell in love, got married, and they
Wow.
had 9 kids.
Wow.
Now,
What a
yeah,
story.
and eventually the king passed away, and because he married the princess, Carl actually became king.
So he's now king of a basically cannibals? Like,
Essentially, he married into cannibals and he's king.
how do you adapt to that? Like, oh, we eat humans now.
Well, I'm sure they ate more than just
That's
people,
crazy.
but it's just
Right.
I mean, yeah, I don't know how else to say it except for that is bizarre, and I'm
Right.
pretty sure no one saw that coming.
Yeah. Wow, that's wild.
Yeah, so there we go. That's it. So what are your thoughts on this one, Neima?
I mean, geez, I just would think that it's such a culture shock to walk in on that, but it definitely has to be love at first sight. Or is he just in a survival aspect of like, thank God the princess fancied me?
Yeah,
Because other than that, they probably would
yeah.
kill
I'm
me.
I'm thinking at least at the beginning that was just pure survival. That is, oh yeah, baby, you're
Yeah,
beautiful. I love you too. Please don't eat me. you know.
right.
But it's really one of those things. I can't explain it because evidently it evolved into something more, having 9 kids.
Mm-hmm.
So now the question is,
True.
were they cannibals? you
Yeah.
know.
Like, how do you adapt to that kind of culture? Like,
So you're saying you wouldn't be able to adapt?
I mean, after being what would you say he was, like a
Yeah, he was
sailor?
a sailor.
And eating, eating fish and just having your normal life. And I don't know how old he was, but to be thrown into the atmosphere and it's like, oh, well, now we eat human meat. So that's so weird. No, I couldn't. Don't think I
Okay,
could.
so they would just eat you. Well, you don't have much on you anyway, so I guess they'd probably be insulted.
Right.
What is this? Throw it
Yeah.
back. Get out of here.
Right. Wait till I get some more meat on
Yeah,
it.
so
Feed it. Fatten it
yeah,
up.
they might feed you pretty good, now that they might treat you like a god until
Right.
like everyone's so nice to me. They keep feeding me everything. It's so amazing.
I
I don't know why. Oh, they know why.
don't
Like, why is he licking his chops? Why does he have those knife and forks?
Oh,
Yeah,
scary. I've had a dream like that
you're
before.
joking.
I had a dream where this guy was obsessing over me and he would write me letters about how he wanted to eat me. It was very, very disturbing dream.
That is no. Oh, hi, sweet pea. Bye, sweet pea. Yeah, that's a no. That's no. Honestly,
Creepy.
the only other person that has crazy dreams like that is freaking Angie, and
Mm-hmm.
and
Nice.
I very rarely dream when they happen. I have to try hard to recall them. So, but yeah, I think this is a good place to end it though. This episode, which I hope you enjoyed, Neima, and I hope the people who are watching or will
Yeah, I
watch in the
did.
future, I hope you guys liked it as well. Not too many technical
Mm.
difficulties either. Too many. Still ironing everything out. But yeah, so final thoughts on love and beauty, attraction. What do you think, Neima? Tell us your final thoughts.
Be careful. Tread carefully because obviously there's some dark, terrible stories out there.
Well, yeah, but I was hoping you'd be nicer than that. Um,
No, that makes me scared. Like, ah!
okay. Well, I will say this. There truly is someone out there for everyone. And it's scary to leave our comfort zone to go out and find that person. Or, just leave that comfort zone and maybe they'll find you. It's really hard. But when you do it, the reward for taking that risk is just tremendously huge. So I would say that don't be afraid of love. Don't be afraid of rejection because it's just part of life. And don't think that you'll never have that special person. If these weirdos from some of the stories we were talking about can have them, then you can definitely have them. So, yeah. Oh, thank you. Heidi to Universe. Oh, you're from Jack's channel. So thank you. Um, yeah. So this is where we're going to end it. Thank you. Oh, wait. Neema, do you have anything happening? Anything upcoming?
No, I'm stale.
Okay. So I guess this is where we will officially end it. Thank you all for joining, watching, listening, and we hope you all enjoyed. And if you did, go ahead and subscribe. Please subscribe for more content. And while at it, be sure to follow Unexplained Possibilities on Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, and Instagram. And you can find those links in the description below, along with links that will lead you to some of Neima's stuff so you can say hi to her. And I want you to say it exactly like this. Hey. So, that's how you say hi to her. So,
Yeah.
thank you all again for watching. And with that said, remember, guys, there are things that go bump in the night. And